Welcome, the Gamer Man's Lounge. Awaken to play.
Hello and welcome to the Gamerman's Lounge. I am Lord Gamerman of this lounge here. We're in commentary format because I'm having to deal with an allergy attack. I am getting better, but hey, let's get right on going and get started with my dilemma that should be way more concerning than me dealing with my allergy attack. And this is the idea that I have no idea what to do for the next episode of Waifus of Gaming, which leads us into today's episode of Waifus of Gaming Traversare, where we not just take a look at waifus, we delve into the world of waifus in search of waifus. Maybe we might potentially find someone who might be a great candidate for the next episode of Waifus of Gaming. And that totally said, we need to go into the world of Taimanin some more because things just got really interesting for the Taimanin franchise. Not only are we seeing Taimanin Asagi, the very game that started off the entire franchise, finally getting brought and translated into English thanks to Shiravune, but we're also seeing Taimanin RPG X go more globally. So that totally said, maybe we could go into the world of Action Taimanin because there's been some new playable characters that started showing up more and more. I want a playable Minasaki. Anyway, with that totally said, we're just gonna go straight into the world of Taimanin and just go digging around. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at who we have here. Ah, yes, and apparently she is a Taimanin B-Start user. Her name is Aishu Hebiko, and when it comes to Taimanin B-Start users, they're not actual Kimono Mimi waifus or anything like that, but they do have the ability to utilize animal-like traits to transform themselves into, say, cat girls. We reviewed someone who transformed herself into a cat girl because of her Taimanin B-Start. But now, we're looking at a Taimanin B-Start user, Aishu Hebiko, who, even though her family is known for being Taimanin B-Start users as well, but only for, like, serpents and related stuff, Aishu Hebiko's Taimanin B-Start revolves around octopuses. Now, from what I am seeing here, she turns her legs into octopus tentacles. And, yeah, she can choke out people. She can pretty much bash people across the room when she transforms her legs into octopus tentacles. And most likely, she shoots out octopus ink, which causes shenanigans and chaos. So this is what we totally see. And she just summoned a giant octopus and wiped off the entire map. What a shock. We now see Hebiko as she is basically working on her job. This is her usual Taimanin outfit, which is surprisingly, yeah, it looks cute on her. We'll definitely go with that. But anyway, let's get right on going. But yeah, on the job, she is known for basically just bitch-slapping everybody with her octopus tentacle legs, choking people out with her octopus tentacle legs, shooting out ink that would pretty much blind people and cause all sorts of chaos. And yeah, that is the thing. Her combos basically... Well, she is really good at her Taimanin B-Start, which is something really great. Now, we have reviewed someone previously. Oh, wait, I already mentioned that, but we're going to go back to Hebiko. And yeah, she looks very interesting, and the fact she looks cute. Now, I will definitely... So, yeah, she's in a very situation here. Yep, she's doing a great job wiping the floor with everybody. She's getting a good payday. So we got good news, guys. We got more information on Aishu Hebiko in the form of video information. Now, we did manage to, we did got her in a pickle when we took control. And we did got her out, and we did save her by the bell. More on that later. So, with that totally said, her combo. Now, clearly, we'll definitely go with this idea. She's been clearing people out with combos, but there has been some issues where we could say when it comes to some enemies in Action Taimanin where people will kick people out of combos. Well, let's say, interrupt and cut people off. And such is the case when it comes to certain people in Action Taimanin who dare challenge the mighty Taimanins. And yeah, they got huge interrupters. And these interrupters can become a pain in the butt unless you know how to better manage them. I think it's a matter of just dodging them from left and right. And that's the thing. Now, basically, what ends up happening here is that we had to utilize Aishu Hebiko's octopus choke, where she starts choking people out from left and right, and that would totally work. Also, we do need to go ahead and start working more on luring crowds altogether. So if we could do that, yeah, that is definitely going to be perfect. Shut the hell up, phone notifications. So, yeah, she does have an octopus slicer combo, or like a slicer combo. Hopefully, to be honest with you here, I don't remember the name of the combo, but with that totally said, I don't see her combo to be totally interruptible at all. Again, we might see. So, yeah. So, it's a matter of just summoning the tentacle to choke people out from left and right, and that could be the situation here. That would totally work. So, I do see where she does struggle, because when it comes to these enemies who are known to essentially cut out and interrupt, man, does it get fucking annoying. And this is where we accidentally got her. We didn't pay attention very well. We got her at half health, and that's not good. Now, we do want to go ahead. We already got a quick look at for Hebiko. Nice looking outfit. Nice looking physique. We'll get into more of that later. And, whoops, we accidentally activated. That was my bad. So with that totally said, we see Hebiko going up against Ingrid. And, yeah, it does get very interesting. We'll use her ultimate, and her ultimate will basically sort things out from left to right. It is what it is. So with that totally said, summon the giant tentacle egg to choke people out. And slicer combo, and you'll be doing good. Okay, and this was not very easy to go through because it was a matter of saving her by the bell. Seriously, I'm not kidding. But we did got her in a pickle, but we do get to see more of how her abilities work and how her kit works, so that looks great. Good news, we do have more of a good close-up on Hebiko, and she is one hell of a cutie. I'll give her that. She is a hell of an amazing cutie. However, I will like to go ahead and say, her thighs are not as thick as the other Taimanins, but I will say, a bit more than lap pillow quality, I will definitely say that. Now, I have been receiving word of another milky thick Taimanin. Oh yeah, she is looking mighty fine. She goes by Kosaka Shizuru, and oh hey, we got her up on display. So we now see her at her job, doing some missions. It's looking pretty wild, and yeah. So, yeah, it's definitely, from what we have heard, she is a teacher at the Gosha Academy. And, you know, if somebody wants to be a teacher's pet, I don't blame you. But I will definitely hand it to Shizuru. She looks amazing. And she does know how to use that good whip. Now, I know a whole lot of people are going, mommy, 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 mommy. Oh, yeah. Definitely thick, milky thick mommy Taimanins. We got more of those. Oh, yeah. And with that totally said, she is a master of the whip. She has a brilliant, insane AoE. Mighty damage at the end of the day. Just the fact that she just wiped the floor with everybody from left and right, it's really shocking to say the least. And the fact that she just, like, clears the map 24/7, the fact that she could pretty much drag people to her with her whip grip, it's pretty wild. So, yeah. So this teacher is really disciplining the fuck out of everybody. I will say that. Oh, missed one. And I gotta get that sorted out. Now, she will be going up against a dragon. And this is where we get to see her going up against a dragon. Because, oh yeah, this dragon keeps interrupting her attacks, and it's starting to get annoying, so she's casting off her ultimate. Now, her whip attacks and her abilities are essentially revolved around, like... oh, holy crap. And, you know what, never mind, I don't get to say anything, because, well, she just killed that dragon with one huge ult. I've never seen that happen. Okay, so... Alright, my shenanigans aside, we do get more of a viewing of her, so good news. We have more of her to take a look at from left to right now. Her attacks and her talents and personality are based around flowers. Well, the theme of, like, gardening, flowers, something more to do with flowers and thorns. And actually more something to do with roses. She has known to basically summon rose petals from left and right, and we do have... She is one hell of a milky thick mommy, I will totally say that at the end of the day. But with that totally said, yeah. She can pretty much drag people to her with her whip grip, and basically AoE everybody with the Rondo, but holy crap. She just cleans everybody out from left and right. It's very interesting, to say the least, so yeah. So, with that totally said, her theme is basically involved around roses and rose petals, and she has summoned roses and rose thorns, so with that totally said, I mean, this does pretty much describe her personality anyway. You do want to give her roses from left and right, and you do want to, you know, do fun things with her on top of a pile of roses. Yeah. She loves flowers, but... she does have a favorite. It's definitely roses. And yeah, when it comes to her... this might explain her weapon of choice being a whip, because it does remind her of, like, rose thorns. So that could happen like that at the end of the day. So, this... we can totally see that. That's definitely a thing. We'll go for that. Okay, so definitely we're gonna... oh yeah, as a matter of fact, let's go ahead and talk about her going up against Oboro. Now, I'll review Oboro later down the line. We'll check out Oboro, but Oboro is, if you like dangerous ladies, Oboro is more your type. With that totally said, so we didn't see that happen, and I never thought it happened, but yeah, Shizuru fucked up Oboro fast. Here, we'll go ahead and get more of a close-up on Shizuru. She's getting more of that elegant, yet she has more of an elegant attitude. And yeah, she does have a ton of elegance that she really exceeds at. And here we go, she's summoning the roses from left and right. Yep, she is just one hell of a magical rose lady who just... or many people will call her magical rose mommy. It is the way that it is, but hey... I will definitely say, milky thick, rose summoning, she's one hell of a beautiful lady. Okay, I had to come over here because I'm very curious about her. Now, Amamiya Shisui, she seems to call herself a ghost from another timeline. Now, for those who don't know, we'll definitely go ahead and say something about the Lilith multiverse. It's more of a multiverse thing, and when it comes to Taimanin installments, these things go very differently. So with that totally said, keep in mind that you have the Lilith multiverse to think about, and here's a bit of context. I know it seems vague for context, but it is the way that it is. So with that totally said, the fact that Amamiya Shisui calls herself a ghost from another timeline, it seems to be very interesting at the same time. It's kind of interesting. Now, her means of combat, she summons a golem that protects her. She is capable of doing some physical stuff, but the damage dealer, the big damage dealer, her main attraction is essentially the golem, while she serves as, like, the weak point. And it's a matter of basically just... it's kind of like a distancing game. It is the way that it is. It's kind of weird. that's how she plays. So basically, like, you depend on her golem most of the time. And yes, she can also tag team with the golem, and that's definitely how things work. I have good news. I got her to take off the jacket, and yeah. Now we get more to look at when it comes to Shizui, because I will definitely say she's thick. I didn't think that she would end up floating from left and right, but is she actually a ghost? The problem here is that the ghost thing could be a nickname. Now, I'm going to go say this with Emily Simmons. It's because of her exoskeleton that lets her float in the thing. I think this could be the case with Shizui. But with that totally said, she has basically can fire arrowing lights. I think she's basically revolved around, like, light attacks. You know, light and dark. Now, Shizui is the light user, which she could basically summon light attacks, light-based attacks. So, something we go with that. Now, her golem can fire beams of arrowing light. That's the name of her move. She can tag team and summon her golem right where she stands to basically, like, tag up on somebody. And that could be the thing. And her golem also, she can make her golem do an AoE attack that will just take out hordes of people. Now, with that totally said, yes, she seems to be floating in air. I think this might have something to do with an exoskeleton of her. That's my guess at the end of the day. But with that totally said, I don't know much about her, but I do know she has appeared in other Taimanin games, so this is a very interesting, weird character to take a look at. I will go ahead and investigate more. It is the way that it is. But the good news here is that with Taimanin RPG X showing up out of the blue, we get more story, we get more lore. That's what I wanted to say. More lore. So, yeah. So there's a lot more lore to go through. And if she can travel across multiverses, this might be very interesting at the end of the day. But I will go ahead and say, Shizui is one heck of a cute lady. And she looks amazing. And, yeah. I will definitely say, I really cannot deny her thickness at the end of the day. I mean, considering the fact how I had to stare at her booty, given her experience, yeah, after staring at her booty, I could definitely piece this together. I will definitely say totally thick. Definitely thick. Alright. We'll go with that. And a fine ass. We'll go with that. And plus, she looks cute. I will give you that. She looks very cute. Upon giving her a close-up, yeah, she looks very cute as hell. I will definitely say she is really cute. She's got milk, nice midriff, nice looking thighs. She's just a nice, cute, pretty lady. I will definitely say that. She's one hell of a cutie. I will give that. And yeah, these thighs, yeah, these hips don't lie, and these thighs, they're definitely thick. And yeah, I mean, how on earth is she? She's got one hell of a fine ass, I'll give you that. And, yeah. Plus, you have armpit. She has armpit. So, armpit bonus. Now, out of the three we looked at, Aishu Hebiko, Shizuru, and Amamiya Shizui, who do I want to check out? Who would want to be the next Taimanin to be reviewed on Waifus Gaming? That's the biggest question here. And I gotta say, most importantly, Shizui. I do want to get to know more of Shizui. She looks very fascinating, and plus, she's cute. She's definitely seem to be totally heading towards Shizui. I do want to review her really bad. Oh, and also, please do pardon me about the brief audio glitching that happens. Back to the topic at hand. Now, Aishu Hebiko has the biggest uniqueness that would cause for a new episode for Waifus Gaming. and that would pretty much spark Waifus of Gaming Aishu Hebiko. But definitely who I want to review first off would definitely be Amamiya Shizui, because she's been around far longer. I mean, definitely not far longer. My bad. But she's been around in Taimanin Battle Arena, if I remember right. So that totally said, that's going to do it for the Waifus of Gaming Traversare. That is all, and I will be looking forward to you in the next video. Peace out.